And we're back.
And we're back. And we're back?
Yes.
Are we back?
Baby got back.
I want my baby back. Baby back. Baby back.
I don't remember the last time I've been to a Chili's
Why would you go to a Chili's?
for baby back rib.
Ugh, there's so many other places
I
that
know.
are so much better.
I
You heard it here first.
haven't, other than like drive-through places, I haven't really been to any chain restaurants in a while.
Good reason. Have we taken you to the Good Steer before?
I've been there before. I don't
This is
remember
great.
if I
They
went-
have good ribs.
Yeah. I think the last time I was there was when The Last Jedi came out, actually, which is the 8th Star Wars movie. Like, came out in 2018, I think.
That may as well have been 1742
Yeah.
or some other made-up year.
I know. I wonder if everything's gonna be like referred to in some ways as pre-COVID and post-COVID
Yeah,
in the future.
definitely. Absolutely. We already started doing that. Get on the
Yeah.
bus, Ives.
I guess.
I don't know what made me think of that, but I think it was making up weird years. I just recently got the 4K version of Alien.
Okay. Yeah, we have to watch that together. I forgot.
It looks amazing.
Really.
Like the scenes where, like, at the the very, 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 very beginning of the movie, where it's just like the camera just sweeps around the Nostromo,
Mhm.
and then it like goes inside, and you see like the consoles and like the computer screens, and they're all very analog,
Right.
and like the Nostromo like slowly wakes up, and the machines and the screens start coming online and everything.
Hmm.
It looks amazing. I didn't think it would be like a world of difference, but it's definitely a world of difference.
Cool.
Yeah, we definitely like that's a really slow burn movie, but
Yeah.
just because it looks so great and it like leads up into where it goes with the horror and everything.
Well, it was a
You
slow
should
burn.
definitely rewatch it.
It was a slow burn movie in many respects because no one knew what the alien was. Like, it was
Yeah,
it was a big anticipation lead up part to, this is gonna be
it was a huge payoff.
a new thing that people talk about. And I wonder if they even realized what they had when they created that too.
I think they had a pretty good idea. I don't know. I saw a photo of like a behind the scenes photo of when they did test screenings,
Mm-hmm.
and they took pictures of the audience when like the face hugger was first revealed,
Oh yeah,
and like you could see the entire audience was just disgusted.
yeah.
Like, this is exactly the kind of reaction we went for. That's why like we kept this kind of scene and added more to it.
You know the scene after the face hugger detaches itself from John Hurt's character,
Right.
and they can't find it, and they're like looking around the med bay for it.
Well, like it
And it
detaches
falls out of
from
the ceiling.
Yeah, it detaches and like immediately disappears.
Yeah. They didn't tell Sigourney Weaver that that's what was going to happen. They just dumped it on her.
Oh, that's
so that
great.
her reaction would be authentic and like completely real. So when
Oh.
she screams and is like, "Holy fuck!" like she's actually reacting to that.
I love it when I hear like the making of story and it's that story. We're like, oh, we didn't tell the actor or actress what we were going to do
Yeah.
because we wanted a genuine. Like when they dropped what's his name in Die Hard.
Okay. The original,
Yeah, the original when they drop what's his name?
Alan Rickman.
Yes, when he falls off the roof.
Uh huh.
And they put him in the harness, said, we're going to slowly lower you. They just fucking dropped him without letting him know.
Jesus.
So that was like his face dropping off of the side of the building was his genuine, I'm going to die face.
Wow. Wonder how pissed he was after that.
Good question.
Like, it's funny because I didn't even know who Alan Rickman was when that movie came out. It wasn't until like much later that I
Yeah.
knew him. Knew
Well,
of him.
what was Die Hard was like, what, 92? Or earlier?
I want to say like 89.
I mean, so if we saw it when it came out, we were not supposed to. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't see the
So
first.
how
Die Hard.
would we know
I
who
didn't
Alan
s-
Rickman was?
I didn't see the first Die Hard movie in theaters. I saw it like on video or
Yeah, so did I.
on TV. I think I saw the third one in theaters because that one came out in like the mid 90s or so. I think Die Hard 2 was like 92.
Was the third one with Samuel L. Jackson?
Yeah, and Jeremy Irons was the villain.
Yeah, yeah. I like that one a lot. I think that was my favorite one, actually.
Yeah.
There were puzzles in that movie.
Yeah. Actually, the water jug puzzle.
Yeah, that's exactly where I go to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually
In
that
my
shows
mind.
up in Resident Evil 2 when you're like mixing the vial of like of pesticide or whatever it is for the
plant?
biolab.
The
Yeah,
plant.
The plant killer. You have to use that to like figure out.
That's a common puzzle. That's like an old one.
Yeah. Guess we'll do that. Do you remember how I told you when we played the Ori and the Blind Forest how they changed the save state thing in this, where you don't save anywhere you want anymore, and as a result you can't just like heal a little bit or what have you?
You get a choice.
Yeah, in this game you have the ability to heal, but it uses energy, but it doesn't save your game. It's just you use energy and heal a little bit, and that's it. So it changes the dynamic of the game, because it's not like, all right, I'm on a difficult part now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna save, and if I fuck up, whatever.
Well, the save in the previous game was like just having a quick save.
Yeah.
And you just reload over and over and over again until you got that part right.
Right, but it was like it meant like you could brute force an area that it wasn't it was too difficult, or
Yeah.
in this you can't do that so much. I will say, I don't know if it's the controller or just the video card which you got me, which thanks by the way. I want to say that officially on the channel.
Yeah, no
That
worries.
was a huge
What was your old? Because you were in desperate need of an upgrade.
It was a GeForce GTX 980, not
That's
even
what's
a
over
TI
here on the
model.
table that you haven't done anything with.
Yeah,
Right?
I'm actually gonna put that in a computer for a friend's brother. Well, her brother's my friend too, but
Shout out Nick.
yeah, to Nick, who's also a streamer. Go look, or a YouTuber. Go look at his channel, MBJ Gaming for Kids.
Oh, remind me. I'll put it in the description.
Okay.
Nick's great. I played a little bit of Settlers of Catan with Nick. I only met him in person once, very briefly.
Yeah, he's a good kid. He's
And,
really good at games, and he just enjoys
He was a lot of fun.
stuff in general. So
Yeah, I like Nick. Nick,
But,
if you're out there, you're rad.
yeah, he doesn't have a desktop PC. He has like a 4-year-old laptop, and he has an Oculus Quest, which is what we were just discussing. We played Catan on, but he can't play any Steam VR games because his computer isn't up to snuff. So I was like, all right, you're turning 18. You need a better computer in general for schoolwork anyway. So I will put together a computer. I mean, his mom like obviously paid for most of it,
Right.
but I will put together a computer for you.
Since we're building it for school, we may as well build it for games. Damn
Yeah.
it.
But I ran into the problem that we've all been experiencing with trying to find like parts, especially
dude.
video cards.
It is not a good time to be a PC builder of any kind, whether it's for school, work, or games.
So I told his mom, I was like, since I had the video card, since you got me the new one, and I had that video card that basically wasn't going to get any use anymore, I was like, I'll put that in the rig that I'm building him for now as a stopgap, and then
Yeah.
in the future, when prices come down, things become more available, I'll look for a new card that I can throw in there that'll like last them much longer.
Yeah, I think the going rate for like a top tier card, like say you're gonna get like the best video card you can get, like say you're gonna get an NVIDIA GTX or RTX rather 3090,
Yeah.
like a base model of the 3090. Retail price $800 and change.
Yeah.
Because they're so fucking rare and like
In demand.
they're so in demand, like everybody wants the new 3000 series card.
Yeah.
Whether it's a 3070, 3060, 3080, 39, whatever it is. They're going for like well over $2,000.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
Like $4,000 in some cases, depending on the model of the card.
And
It's fucking ridiculous.
I've never, like, even when I built back in the early 2000s, when I built my not even like a dual processor Pentium 3 server machine, I never spent that much on a computer. So like I have like
You
a
could spend
strong like moral argument against doing
Yes. You could spend $3,000 and get a really good computer,
that. Yeah.
not just a video card.
Right. So I'll be patient. I'll wait till things come back to normal.
And like
somewhat.
the 980, that's what it is, right?
Yeah.
I can't read it from here, but that's still a pretty relevant card for the basics of games.
Right.
Like, you won't be able to do much VR on it at all, but it's still a great card.
So you remember in the last episode we were talking about, or maybe it was the first episode we were talking about.
Oh, you're gonna buy
purchase-
stuff?
Yeah, you purchase abilities. So I'm gonna purchase Spirit Smash because that'll allow me to actually break through, like rock floors that are destructible.
The Inkwater Shrine.
But that's the other difference in this game. You have to assign abilities to a certain button.
Yeah, that's very Link's Awakening.
Yeah, whereas in the first Ori game, it was like predetermined. It was just like static, and you just had to get used to it. The plus side, it makes it a little easier to like figure out what your abilities, you want to be. But on the negative side, it can be a little confusing if you forget what you assigned a button to.
Well, I mean, you're always gonna keep that sword on X. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
It makes the
you
most
have like
sense.
your own defaults. This game is very pretty.
It is freaking gorgeous. Like the color scheme and everything makes it just a visual feast.
But it's all like very natural looking.
Right.
They just oversaturated it with really high contrast,
Yeah. I don't know if
but it's not obnoxious.
I don't know if we talked about this when playing the first Ori game,
Whoa.
but this reminds me a lot of the original Rayman and how colorful that was.
Yeah, I could totally see it. The worlds are kind of similar too.
Right.
Like very lush and overgrown.
Yep. Dude. I don't know if I can go down. Yeah, I can go down here. Question is, do I want to?
Do you wanna?
This is a new thing too, which we're not going to be able to do just yet.
That
But
statue is a new thing?
this is like a race. So,
There's racing? Do you go go-karts?
yeah, there's like, this is a starting point, and then there's a finishing point somewhere in the level. And the idea is you have to get there before like a Shadow Ori gets there
Oh,
and
I
beat
see.
their time. And if you do, you get a reward that helps you progress your abilities and stuff like that.
And you get a cash prize.
Well, I mean, this isn't The Price is Right.
I didn't hear a no. Bounce house. Oh, don't mess this up. Oh, don't mess this up.
I am having an easier time controlling this. I don't know if it's a controller. I don't know if I said this before, but I don't know if the controller is making it easier or if there's less input lag as a result of the new video card that you got for me. But it's definitely handling better than it was.
Well, you were also complaining that you're using a different controller now. The other one had drift.
It did, but I don't know. I don't know if I can necessarily blame that for all of what I was experiencing last time, because it definitely felt.
Well, the last time I used the controller you had before, there was, like, I had a problem with it because of the drift.
Yeah, I suppose
So it wasn't just you. It wasn't
that's true.
like a by-person case.
All right, so this is a new aspect too. Combat shrines. I basically have to fight all these
A
monsters
wasp?
and survive.
A murder hornet?
Yep. Down. I'm not doing so great.
Oh, you're doing fine. What happens if you just leave?
I don't think you really can.
Oh. They lock you in?
It doesn't lock you in.
doesn't look like it.
But it doesn't end the event either. So like,
Oh. They'll just
it
be
just-
chasing you throughout the level?
pretty much, there's like an infinite spawn of enemies.
I really... Like, this doesn't look too difficult, but I can say that because I'm just spectating. We should after we finish out Ori 2, we should start Hollow Knight.
Okay.
That's
I'm down
like
for that.
that game's like a Dark Souls version of what you're playing now.
Right. I hate these fucking flying pieces of shit.
We got to finish out Half-Life Alyx
Yeah, we do.
and then get into some other VR stuff. Cause
There we go.
what else was I playing in VR that I was raving about before when we were
Uh,
talking about VR?
was it Steam game or was it a Oculus
Well,
like
I
exclusive?
don't remember. Oh, Pistol Whip.
Oh yeah,
I've
yeah.
been playing so much Pistol Whip, and like, That's a sweaty game, man.
Yeah.
I was telling Ives before we started how pistol whip is part of my new workout routine. Like, the next day after playing pistol whip, I'm like, oh man, I hate leg day.
I was like that with Beat Saber for a while. I mean,
Beat Saber's another one, yeah.
I still will play it from time to time just to get a good like sweat on, but I was way more into it when everything was like brand new. Now I've kind of gotten used to
The gimmick has worn off.
I wouldn't say it's worn off. It's just there's not a whole lot of new music, and I've played through like almost all the tracks on Expert.
Oh, right.
So I have tried Expert Plus, and I'm not like,
don't brag about it or anything.
yeah, I haven't. Well, what I'm saying is I haven't given up on trying to progress.
Yeah.
Like, I'm still trying to. It's just I've hit a difficulty level now where my progression is slowed to almost a crawl, so it's not as enjoyable to like.
You're starting to peak or
Yeah.
plateau rather. What else was on? I played Pistol Whip. I played Half-Life Alyx. I played a little bit of Beat Saber and I got into it, but I got sidetracked by the other game.
Mm-hmm.
Settlers. What was that fishing game that we tried out that was really good?
Real VR Fishing, which I also played the shit out of, and I bought almost everything in that game.
That's a grind, that game.
Oh yeah, it is. But it's really enjoyable because like it's relaxing. It is. And I don't know if you noticed, but you can actually load up YouTube music in that game, so you can listen to your own like playlists.
I haven't tried that because if I'm in a game like that, I want to get away from. I want to hear an environment. I don't want to hear more music.
Yeah.
And it depends on the track, I guess.
Well, I mostly did it when I was playing alone for a long period, and I just needed something to like, kind of
turn the world off.
Yeah.
The hell else was I playing? I don't even remember.
There we go.
Oh, I just started. I'm maybe like 45 minutes into Jedi: The Last Order.
Okay. You said you're liking that, right?
Oh man, yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm 45 minutes in, which for a game is not really a long time at all.
Mm-hmm.
You can say you're 45 minutes into a movie, and like, all right, well that's halfway through a movie.
Yeah.
But 45 minutes into a game, and I'm just so impressed of how beautiful that game looks. It looks like you're playing a movie.
Yeah.
But just outside of that, all of the voice acting is amazing.
Yeah.
All of it.
And honestly, like it's not that long of a game, but they definitely made good use out of the assets to make it feel like there's like a, it's a lengthier journey than it really is.
It's really dynamic too. It goes just from like intense action to like a really quick slowdown and catch your breath.
Yeah.
To like exploration to like mediocre action and having conversations with people and like reading.
Yeah.
There's a really good job of pacing.
The best way I can describe that game is it's like a Star Wars themed Dark Souls with an actual story you can follow.
Yeah. And it controls beautifully too. Everything just makes sense.
Well, you have different fighting styles, like you can change up in, mid combat and
Oh no! He's all wet and damp and lost his mommy's wing.
it's a sheep.
Oh, get it. Get it. Get
Get it. Get that feather.
Go on, get.
Well, I can help.
I thought that was like a
Like a trapdoor thing.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna like launch him into space.
That'd be funny.
Are you going into the mouth of madness?
Kinda. I'm talking to this dude again.
Talk. He doesn't look trustworthy. I don't like him.
So this guy basically helps me figure out like what I need to find in order to progress through the levels. I'm lowering the water level, the grape drink level.
This is like the entrance to Kraid's lair.
You got purple stuff. I got Sunny D. Sunny D! I need to see like a mashup of those old commercials someday.
No, you don't. You've seen enough of them to last a whole lifetime. I don't even remember the last time I've seen Sunny D. Like, is it
Yeah.
still in stores?
I want to say yes, but I never look for it, so it's not like I know for sure.
I've definitely seen Grape Drank.
What's your favorite like knockoff like soda or soft drink brand that you've ever encountered?
Mr. Pibb, I guess.
Really?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't drink a lot of soda. I only really drink soda for like if I'm having a really gross dinner, like bad food. You know what I mean?
It's like your bad food palate cleanser.
Yeah, it's like if I'm gonna have a guilt meal or something like that, or comfort food, then I'll have soda.
Gotcha.
But typically I'll just drink water.
Yeah. On that note, I think we should save the spirit tree for the next episode.
After these messages, we'll be right back. After these messages.
We'll be right back.